Okay, I can say until right now, I have my mother. She didn't even call me a daughter until right now. She's never having that concern of, yeah, I can say that. I know how when it is 2019, I was very like form two student. When I meet her at the road, then I greet her because I don't know the name of the child. In Tanzania, we used to greet maybe by using the name of the first son or first daughter. So I greet her like, "Good morning, ma'am," because you don't know the second name. Then she punish me until I fainted. Then I go back home. When I go back home, when I went back
She
home, my
punished
grandma
you
told me, yes, she punished
for
me.
just
I
saying
don't know.
hello.
Yeah, because I said, mom. Yeah. Yeah, then
Uh-huh.
my grandmom told me she's your mother. That's how life goes. But from that time, she never speaks to me and she doesn't want any connection. But I pray maybe one day we can mingle. I
Yeah.
still love her,
Yeah.
but that
Mm-hmm.
communication is right now with her.
Yeah.
Karibu. No way. Musibire muta. Mwasibye mutya. Amahoro. Agandi. Bible. Habari gani. Muraho. Sangonini. Kopango. Odeo. For those of you who are wondering what that was, these are some of the various local greetings found in East Africa's diverse languages. Welcome to She Center, the female podcast, where I dive into the issues and experiences that affect women everywhere. I am your host, Resti Kansime, and I am passionate about creating a safe space for women to share their stories and triumphs. I want to thank you for tuning into my podcast, and I would love for you to join our community and stay connected with us beyond this episode. You can find us on Instagram at _She Center _podcast and follow us on Facebook at the She Center Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and hit that follow and like button on our social media to be part of the conversation. Welcome back, guys, to season 3 of She Center, where we're answering the question, why She Center? By now, you've already listened to the previous episode where I shared so much about the journey that led me to She Center. And if you have been on social media, you've been following up to find out where this really came from. But I broke it down in the previous episode. And now I'm starting to invite guests. And these guests are going to share about their journeys, their stories, what they have been through. And I just want to show you what woman was I thinking about when I started She Center, and how can we learn from all this. We might take a different course in the future as we go on with season 3, but I just wanted to answer the question, why She Center? My guest today is Angela Lukumay, and she comes from Tanzania. She is an amazing girl who is doing amazing things, very brilliant, very resilient. Angela is one of the interns working for She Center. And so I asked them to send videos. And when I did the interview with her, I asked her, I've watched your video. You've told me some parts about your life. I've seen your CV. Can you tell me something that you might not have mentioned about yourself? And then she goes on to break her story down, how she was abandoned by her mom. She had to be raised by her grandma, and how her grandma instilled in her faith and resilience. And these are the things that have helped her to move on in life. And I tell you, this story was so powerful. She was talking about it with grace, with such peace. She was even laughing. You're going to find out in a few minutes about this. I apologize. I think guys, I don't have a smart camera. I use my phone for recording, so it is possible that the camera quality, or I would rather say my video will not be 100% in the recording with Angela. I just noticed a few minutes ago that it might have been a bit blurry, but this one seems to be a much better quality. I'm looking at it on my screen. I now started connecting to my screen. But yes, the important thing is the journey. I don't care about perfection. I just care about the stories. And if you're here, that's all you should care about, giving a safe space to these women to come and share their stories and triumphs and to learn from them. In Angela's story, you're going to learn so much about resilience, And if you see yourself in her story, please put it in the comments. Let her know that she has inspired you, she has spoken to you. Like, subscribe, follow, everything that you want to do it, just so we can push this content out there. Thank you so much for your time. And if you're listening to this and you haven't yet visited our platform, that is www she center, the center is CENTRE platform com. So I'm very happy that you can finally see what has been in my mind all these 5 years when I did the research. If you haven't listened to the episode from last week or any other seasons that you haven't listened to, please go check them out and be able to, be inspired. The first season, we asked what happened to you. The second season, are you living in your purpose? And right now, we get to ask, why She Center? I'm answering a question that you would normally ask me, why She Center? Like, why did you start She Center? And Angela's story is one that is so powerful. I was truly inspired. I love talking to her. She's very smart and very resilient. And I'm happy to be one of her mentors right now as I help her to move into that journey of also starting her own platform that she already started before I met her. I take no credit. She's already smart. But yes, thank you so much, Angela, for your time. I really appreciate you. And I know that you are going to do amazing things because God's hand is on you. So thank you once again and enjoy the episode. Bye for now.
Hi, Angela. How are you doing?
Hello, Resty. I'm doing great.
Okay, nice
How are
to
you
hear that.
doing? Yeah.
I'm doing good as well. I'm doing good. It has been such a hectic day today, because I slept quite late last night. As you know, we are gearing up for the launch of She Center, but I'm very happy that I am finally starting the season 3 recordings
Yeah.
because I have been postponing this for such a long time. I did record my episode, but then I realized after recording it that my microphone was not in. So if you see me checking in, just be sure I'm trying to be sure that it's there. But I'm very happy to be back as we are gearing to launch She Center next week on Sunday. We record this before it comes out, so the episode is going to come out already in March after the website has already launched. But I just like to always put people in the know that when we record it. So we are recording this in February, and I reached out to Angela because when I was doing the interviews for the interns on my platform, She Center, I met Angela and I asked her, tell me about yourself. And she broke this story that was like, I was like, whew, didn't God send this girl to
Yeah.
me? Because your story resonated so much with the women that I'm really trying to help. And that's why I welcomed you to She Center. Because in this season, we are trying to answer the question, why She Center? Like, to the listener, to the people who want to use the platform, why should they trust She Center? So before we get into your story, before we let people know your movie of a story, I would like you to tell us a little bit about yourself, what you like to do, where you are, what are you doing, how old are you, and then we can get on from there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. My name is Angela Lukumay from Arusha,
Mhm,
Tanzania. I'm current
mhm.
at African Leadership University of Education at Mauritius and a Mastercard scholarship.
Wow.
About me, I like empowerment opportunity. I like exploring new things. I'm eagerly to
Mm.
learn, and I just like doing different things like documentary, many things that are easy to be learned and be empowered with. Yeah.
That's good to know that. So how is school going so far? Is this your first year?
Yes, it's my first year taking bachelor degree of computer science, but right now we are taking on the leadership. So I'm trying to gain more confidence, exploring
Hmm, hmm.
leadership skills, yeah, and making impact. Yeah.
Are you the only Tanzanian in your class, or do you have quite a number of Tanzanians there?
Yes, we are like five, three
Okay.
girls and two boys. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's good. At least you have some people there to remind you of home. Okay. So, Angela, tell us, where does your story begin? Take us back to your childhood. How was it, and how was growing up?
Growing up, I was raised with my grandparents from when I was a
Mhm,
month old, just because my mom
mhm,
left me for the next marriage and I didn't get the chance to know who is my biological father.
Mm,
Despite that fact, my grandparents always insist on me on the power of prayer, hard working,
mm,
time
mm.
management,
Yeah.
resilience, and doing things on time.
Mm. Yeah.
At home, I was helping my grandparents' home activities such as fetching firewood from Kivesi Hill, collecting livestock feeds, and everything that the girl can do at home. It's okay, yeah.
Yeah. Mm,
But I was studying at certain primary school known as Olade Primary School. I
mm.
was just normal during my primary level, but when I reached standard five, I started working hard, study hard, and just exploring leadership opportunity like being a environmental prefect of over 700 students at primary school.
Wow.
Yeah. Then
Wow.
I graduated my primary school on 2017, and
Mm,
I have to go for my secondary education. Moving for the
mm,
secondary education, I have to move from Swahili medium, the government school, to an English medium. So that's
mm,
challenging because I used to get not that good grade in English subject. Then I moved to an English medium. You understand that's pressure.
mm,
Despite of
mm,
giving up, I asked advice from students that they come from an English medium schools. I thought advice.
mm,
They told me I have to work hard. I have to do things on time and listen to teachers careful. I
mm,
thought that advice and I worked very hard. But by the
mhm.
end of my ordinary level education, I was named as the best student, both at Oladai Secondary School and Arusha DC Government School. Yes, but
Wow.
sadly, before graduating my secondary education, I was
Mm,
very sick for 1 year. I didn't attend classes because I was having severe headache. So I go different hospital. But by the end of the time, God healed me and I got my health. But before attending my doing my my national examination, my grandmom
mm.
passed away 2 weeks before my national examination. That
Oh.
time, remembered that year I have a seat for 1 year. That teacher they told me you have to do your national examination next year because you need to attend a lot of classes. True that you are best, but we don't have that what can I say? We are not confident about you because you didn't
Yeah.
attend classes.
Mm,
So
mhm, mhm,
I was having pressure. Okay,
mm,
but for that 2 week I started very hard, don't sleep at night, yes. Then I did a certain test 1 week before national, then I get to the first division. So they told me you have to do your national examination. So I did it and then I get that good grade and named as the best student. But it's not that easy. Yeah.
mm, mm. No,
Okay.
I can imagine. Wow, that was good. That was really good, especially with everything. Tell me about what that time when your grandmother passed. How was time for you during that time? Because I know you're talking about you were sick that year and then she died. And was it your grandma and your grandpa or just your grandma alone who was raising you?
Yeah, it's just like I can say you understand the power of women that they used to raise. I can say my grandmom. I was just closely connected to her than my
Mm,
grandfather, just because I
mm, mm,
wasn't my grandfather really biological granddaughter. I don't know if you can understand
mm,
that.
mm,
Yeah.
mhm. Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
I used to ask the everything to her. I have like surprise clothes. Sometimes she can buy for me. So I
Mm,
was just from that moment. I have to have a lot of pressure. I have to have
mm,
my own decision. I
yeah.
was supposed to be more independent, making
Mm,
decision and doing things right. Just
yeah.
grateful because I was having that space. I can say I'm depending on God a lot. So
Mm,
I have to depend on myself. That time it was just very hard for me. But I decided not to cried because I have national examination, and when I cried they told me to do exam next year. So I tried to be very strong until I complete my examination. When I did my national exam, I went
mm,
back home. When I went back home, I have to plan what will we hit to next time. I was just because I'm living I with my grandpa, but I with my grandfather alone. So I have to decide what should we cook tomorrow. So that's pressure. I have to wake up early. I have to do this. Yeah. So that is it. But from that time, I realized that I can't support myself for my education.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was just having those stress, like what should I do? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
luckily enough, I was having that good grade. I got scholarship for my high level education at St. Jude
Mm.
School. So something to minimize that pressure. Yeah. Went there at St. Jude High School. I'm meeting different students. I can say this private school is very best school. They are so confident. They have a good system of teaching. Yeah. So I started look
Yeah.
like where have I been long time, but I can see young guys looking very confident. They are doing things what and what and what.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can say St.
Mm.
Jude changed my just give me support for my education, but also changed my mindset how I was to think like yeah. But
Yeah.
I graduated my advanced level education. I took combination subject physics, chemistry, and biology. So it's so demanding. I have to study very hard. Yes. But
Wow.
I was having that dream of becoming medical doctor just because I was lacked
Mm-hmm.
that career. Like there are something like
Mm.
computer science you can do. Just I wanted to be a doctor because I used to hear people from my community, my grandparents sometimes, you can be a doctor, you can get so I used to
Uh,
study it. I don't know anything, but because parents they also
everyone,
they
yeah,
want
everyone is talking
that
about it.
course you
Yes.
want to go, you want to do. But going to St. it makes me be more self aware. Like I can do other courses. I can it's not like this only I have to focusing on. Yeah.
Mm,
Yes, I
mm,
graduated
mm,
my advanced education with good grade, then I choose not to go university directly. I choose to
mm,
volunteer as a volunteering teacher for 1 year before my university. That is 2024. So I
mm.
volunteered as a teacher. I used to teach physics, chemistry, biology for the students, like 800 students. I used to teach physics,
Wow.
performance. Okay, I used to teach chemistry. I can say all classes depend on time. I
Mm-hmm,
was
mm-hmm.
having a lot of period for the first term. Like I was having 24 periods or sessions per week. So it was so demanding. Like I can do other things. I do only other things on weekend. Yep. But
Wow.
the next time I started exploring opportunities, attending program for empowering women like Binti Digitali. It's just for
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
empowering African girls can code initiative. Just empower girls
Yeah.
in coding, cybersecurity, and everything of it. Like when you went there, you meet more different people, you get connection. Then from there, I discover I want to do computer science.
Mm,
Yes.
mm,
Then
yeah.
I applied a lot of scholarship. I can say common app scholarship, more than 22. You write essay until morning, from evening to morning. Then you didn't get what you get. It's not funded. You know that I can support myself with anything. I have no
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
So
Mm,
you applied for the scholarship, you get a lot of rejection. We regret or we give you which percent. But at the end of the time, I got Mastercard scholarship to African Leadership University because I'm so grateful.
yeah.
So that's my journey. Yeah.
Wow, Angela, there's so much to unpack in your story. There's so much in your journey that I feel like I want to talk so much about. First and foremost, I'm sorry for the loss of your grandma. I know that didn't happen that so long ago. 2024 is just like two years ago. So that must
Yes.
have been very painful. And especially because this was your person, your mother figure.
Yeah.
Are you open to share about the moment when you got to know who your mom is? I don't know if you're okay with sharing this.
Yes. I'm okay, but I want to be very simple. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can say until right now, I have my mother. She didn't even call me a daughter until right now. She's never having that concern of yeah. I can say that. I know how when it is 2019, I was very like form two student. When I meet her at the road, then I greet her because I don't know the name of the child. In Tanzania, we used to greet maybe by using the name of the first son or first daughter. So I greet her like good morning, ma'am, because you don't know the second name. Then she punish me until I fainted. Then I go back home. When I go back home, when I went back
She
home, my
punished
grandma
you
told me, yes, she punished
for
me.
just
I
saying
don't know.
hello.
Yeah, because I said, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah, then
Uh,
my grandmom told me she's your mother. That's how life goes. But from that time, she never speaks to me and she doesn't want any connection. But I pray maybe one day we can mingle. I
yeah,
still love her,
yeah.
but that
Mm,
communication is right now with her.
yeah.
Meeting
And
her,
did you meet
facing
her?
her,
Sorry,
yeah.
I wanted to ask, did you meet her at when did she come to bury her mom or your grandmother?
Oh, yes, she came, but she came only on the she because first she didn't want to come to her mother's death. Some people they
Mm,
go to invite her. When she came there, she just attended the funerals and she went back.
mm,
But meeting her, she wanted me to call her sister. It's very complicated. But I pray one day she'll be a good person. We'll meet,
she
we'll
will,
mingle.
she will.
But,
Yeah.
but yes, sometimes I used to feel like you do things. You want maybe someone to call you, maybe my daughter. Oh, that's good.
Mm,
Yeah, you
mm,
miss that
mm.
parental, but it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, it's even if it's not okay, it's okay to acknowledge when it's not okay.
yeah,
When you took the year off, you tried to do into mentorship programs, empowering young people and also doing this computer courses. How would you say that your journey of growing up without both your parents there, your grandmother is the one taking care of you, and your grandfather, how do you think that has impacted how you would see another person when you're trying to help those people, another woman or another girl?
yes, yeah. Based on my past experience and everything that's happened.
Mm, mm,
I can say when you get empowering, firstly you get to know what you should know, and also when you get mingle with different people with different mindsets, positivity, it makes it
mm,
easy. For example, I can say during my teaching during the volunteering year, I used to
mm,
taught girls about science subject. That's why I used to teach them science subjects. I used to
mm,
advising them that they can be the way am I right now. They can do that. So I used to advising them, teaching them, and everything of their life. But as girls, they come and ask me, Madam, what should we do? They used to ask me about what do you think about I taking this, maybe this course in future. So I used to advising them. Like you can see, like many people right now, they fail to continue with their journey because they lack that empowerment or they didn't know what to do next. Yeah.
mm,
For
mm.
instance, if I wasn't having that, I can say faith and passions in me that my grandparent
Mm,
told me, maybe I
yeah.
would give up a long time ago. But
Mm,
I try to
mm,
do that because I have that empowerment. I used to turn my painful moment to that's something that motivates me to
mm,
continue doing
mm.
things. But those
Yeah.
happen because of having those people that they support you, advising you, and everything. Like I have my mentor known as Madam Irene. She always advise. She's very positive. She always advising
Mm,
me. And can you try this? Let me do this in this way. So you have
mm,
those
mm,
people
mm.
that advising you.
Yeah.
That's what every
Yeah.
girl is supposed to have. Yeah.
I'm hearing you say that I think resilience, you develop resilience at such a young age. Was your you said your grandmother was your everything, you connected so much.
Yeah.
What is it that she used to tell you? What is it that she did that made you feel like she was enough? You didn't need anything else in that moment.
Yeah. That's advice when okay. I can say she give me a lot of things like she's the one that can she used it to give me surprise, I can say surprise. But also when I feel like I'm depressed or
Mm,
I'm happy and I have that someone that I can share everything and she
mm,
always advising me in a very good way. But the good thing of her she used to tell me about just she used to she's Christian, so she used to advising me on knowing God. Yes, doing things, being positive. So she's so positive. That's what I like about her
yeah.
most.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's indeed. I can tell that that really impacted you. And you say that you weren't that close with your grandfather. Do you feel like you had a father figure in your grandfather? And how was life after your grandmother passed? Because I imagine you were in boarding school, right? Because you said you'd go away. Were you in boarding
Yeah.
school?
Yes.
So
I
how
was.
was life like? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, life like I can say St. Jude, it's just like full fun. It's give you everything, food, everything is just free, and you get quality
Mm-hmm.
education. But when you want that small, small thing, like I want to buy something, I want to buy something, sometimes you have to do like part time. You have to make maybe cookies you sell. You get money to buy your thing that you want. I can say when my grandmom passed away, I start to be independent. Even right now, if I got sick, I have to go hospital. That's no one I can tell I am sick. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I want to buy
Yeah.
things, I have to save my own money. I was doing
Mm.
an internship, so I was getting money. Sometimes I'm doing training that gives some stipend. So I used to fund myself from that time when my grandma passed away. Because I was not so connected that I can ask about money just because I told you I'm not that. Yeah. But he's good person. He's good person.
Mm-hmm.
He advising
Mm-hmm.
me. He's good parents, I can say that. That's
Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. Yeah, I'm glad that at least you have somebody who is in your corner, even if they are not your
Yeah,
grandma.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about your scholarship that you got. What was that moment like for you when you found out that you were going to fly out of Tanzania to go and study
Yeah.
abroad?
I was so happy. I told you like I know that when I have I want to get scholarship that is
Mm,
full funded. I can support myself. I have no money. Maybe even if I study Tanzania, maybe I got maybe sponsorship to study Tanzania. I have to find the accommodation. Sometimes when you get a problem, you have to ask money. If you are there, no one was
mm,
calling because I know no one can help me about money. Even right now when I get a problem, so I tried and I prayed and I did that essay, even writing the whole night because I was wished to get it. Just working hard and everything of the like. Getting that scholarship, I was very, very excited. I can say I was
mm,
very happy. That time I was thinking like God always give me lucky. I don't know what should I do to him. Because I
mm,
applied, it's not like we applied a lot of people, but I got and no one
yeah,
believed me because they not like I was studied government school. I go St. Jude just advanced and no one believed that I got that. Yeah. So
wow,
I
yeah.
applied it and just the God favor, the God grace. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I do understand the favor of the Lord, but also I think God provides and He gives to those who also put in the work. So I can see that you were resilient, you were hardworking. You mentioned
Yeah.
something about your mentor. Where did you meet your mentor and what impact have they had on your life?
Okay. I
Mm,
met Madam Arinchai. She was my English teacher at
mm-hmm,
Oladai Secondary.
mm-hmm,
When I got sick that time, she's the
mm-hmm,
one who advising me that I can do it. And before my grandma passed away, she told her she had to care me. So she's
mm-hmm.
very positive. I can say she has her family, but always she used to reminding me on positivity. Ah, you are late. Why are you late? Why are you doing this? Can you do this? I don't like your post. Even right now, yes, she's very good person. Even her, she like opportunities. Right now, I can say she's at Fulbright for English teachers at USA. And she like doing positive things. That's what I like about her. And she always advising me, okay, I don't like your clothes today. What? Yeah, okay. She's like, I can say she's like my mother. I can say that. She's very good person. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you have that. There are so many things to pick from your story because I'm imagining I do have people that I know from the village when I was growing up, yeah. I do
Mhm.
have some people whose stories I used to hear, even older people who share stories where they're saying that they didn't know their parents and they grew up, let's say, with their grandparents. even if it's I also know that there are some people who, their parents say they leave the village, they took the children home, and then they
Yeah.
go to the city, and the children grow up knowing only their grandparents. So I know that this story will resonate with a young girl out there, or maybe someone who went through it. And it shows someone that it's hard work. You cannot, what I'm learning from your story, it's really empowering to know that you didn't give up, you did not let your circumstances pull you down. You just learn to be resilient from such a young age, and that's very powerful because with that you can go through anything in the world, knowing that there's nothing that can shake me. I don't care what, but I also don't know what are those moments like for you where you feel like I just need someone to lean on? Do you have those moments where you're just like, I am tired, I just need help, I just want someone to care for me right now? Or do you never allow yourself to sit down in your emotions?
Yeah, sometimes okay, I feel it even now when my
Mm,
friend they got call from their parents. How are you doing?
mm,
Okay, I feel
mm,
like how is your night? How is your food? No one call me and tell me how is your food, how is what. No one call me and
mm.
ask me that. So
Yeah.
sometimes I feel that's not that much. I feel
Mm,
that I know what is it. I have to be positive in
mm,
everything and I have to stay just be humble. I
yeah.
depend on God most. I can say it, but I feel it sometimes. It's so hard, but it's okay.
Yeah. What do
Yeah.
you do in those moments? What do you do in those moments for someone who is listening? What do you do? Because you said you have your faith. Is there anything else practical? Do they offer some support at the scholarship or the university where you are, or are there any practical ways that you have put into your life to help you to pass through those really tough moments like that?
Okay. Uh, there is for like advising mentors. They are here at university, but
Mm,
I know how I usually pray or making myself to being so busy so that I can
mm,
handle my depression. I just pray.
mm,
Yeah, doing something.
yeah.
Sometimes I used to do typing or yeah. I'm not good at watching movies. So what I'm doing is like I used to pray. I used to do something like coding, applying opportunity.
Mm,
I want to be so busy. Yeah,
mm.
that's make me to forget.
Jamani wewe. That's why. That's the only Kiswahili you're getting out of me. So okay, now let's talk about how we got to meet. How what was the thing that got you to say you look at the ad for She Center internship and you say, I want to apply for this. Tell me, what was that moment like for you? What made you say, I want to apply? And what would you say? Let me think. What does being part of She Center mean to you and your journey that you have been through in your life?
Okay. Being part of Citizen Type, it means belonging. Because when I saw the application, I have to go to
Mm,
the website, I look everything, empowering girls, how it is. It was very good and I
mm,
like it. Because I know
mm,
that it connects women that are growing each other, support each other, creates opportunities. That's what I like more. So I like
mm,
empowerment. So when I see she's centered, it's like I like support opportunities, meeting different
mhm,
women like
mm,
you who are very
mhm.
positive, having opportunity.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I like that. I like how you have said belonging because I am a person, I would say I've had family. I cannot compare my life to your story, but there are those moments where I also felt like I didn't fit in,
Yeah.
especially studying here abroad. Sometimes you just feel like, you know, it's so different. The people around you, you're maybe the only person, and there are moments when I would feel so lonely. And I used to find myself on community groups. I would look on either Facebook or something and just find a community group, or I'm always chatting with people back home. Do you have people who you would say are your people, like friends back home? Do you have any communities at your university that you have joined, or any online communities or church communities that have maybe helped you to feel like, okay, I have a group of people, or is this something that you haven't explored?
Yeah, I have that. I have many groups for
Hmm,
I can
hmm.
say for opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, I have like for the church, like prayers, yeah, yes. But I have those that they used to be empowerments, opportunities. Like there are something like
Mm-hmm.
you can apply for this. I like to do online
Mm-hmm.
courses, like just preventing gender-based violence. Like last time I did for the female genital mutilation, we do Google
Mm-hmm.
Meeting. So I like exploring opportunities. Even at the university, we used to have our app known as Baobab. I used to explore opportunity. I used to apply. I got it. Yes, I like to be connected with people, especially positive people. I understand how is it good for every girl to have
Yeah.
that place that you can go getting connected with different opportunities. I can say there are a lot of opportunities, but because we lack that connection or
Mm-hmm.
lack that awareness of how to use our phone, this part of just snapping ourselves, we can use it to get different opportunities as girls, as women. Yeah.
Yeah, I like and when you say something about your phone, I remember you sent me one of the articles when I asked everyone to write something about anything that they want to put on the on the website. You wrote an article
Yeah.
where you talked about your phone. Can you share more about this? How your phone is something that you looked at differently?
Okay.
Can you share more
My
about this?
Yes. My first phone, I was using this normal phone. It's like
Mm,
when I was back to student, I was given money, so I bought
mhm,
my first phone. So the first
mhm,
thing I know is after downloading Snapchat, you have to use it for snapping yourself, posting. You don't know, you change your mouse, how you look. You posting on social medias. Okay, yeah, it's just fine. You play games, the ones that running all the night. You texting, you do what? Like, I don't know what the meaning of phone. Like, how should I use it for? I don't know how. But there are different maybe websites. There are different
mhm,
platforms you can start, you can grow. Okay, so I used to play to do that. Like, but I realized that I have to use phone positively and grabbing
mhm,
opportunity when I completed my high school. That's volunteering
mhm,
year. I started having an official Instagram account, an official LinkedIn account, and everything that's a
mhm,
positive. That's because I know
mhm,
like I can snap everything. Okay. But also my mentor told me like
mhm.
you always last time you always snapping yourself and posting on your WhatsApp, on everything. Can you try
Yeah.
making something so positive? That's yes. So
Mhm, mhm,
tagging people, she told me how to post the first time. Yeah. So I started having an official account, and you can't meet me. I post something very bad. Maybe in my WhatsApp,
mhm,
sometimes I post jokes, but in my Instagram account, Facebook, LinkedIn, they are official accounts.
mhm,
When I
mhm.
get
Okay.
experience, I get training, I help people. Maybe I used to go orphanage. I told you about my festive
Mhm.
foundation for helping
Yeah.
orphans, people in need.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I used to post those. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you share about that work? What drove you to get into that work? Of course, I can already imagine any listener can know that because you've also grown up with your own challenges, that's why you went there. But tell us about that journey. How was it? And also, I wanted to ask about the organization that you're trying to start.
Okay. I was having a festive foundation in 2019 known as God Sent Team. I co-founded
Mhm,
with my friend Jacob and Sarafina. It's just
mhm,
about supporting people in just because I was having that I have no parenting and I was thinking like orphans, people that they have no support from their parents or support from people that
mhm,
surround them. So
mhm,
I formed that and we have to use our own money, maybe the one that we are given, maybe to eat at school. We used to collect it
mhm,
when we have to go. We go different orphans. We do cleaners, we play games, we cook, we eat, and we do blood donation and everything of the like. But it's grow. Humanity grow until when we completed our secondary education. Until right now, it's existed there on
mhm,
Instagram on our account. We went more than 40. I can say 40 orphanage. We used to go street, work street people and people in need. Last time we went to help a grandma, live with his what's her grandson. They have a mud house. I can say there is no bed, no mattress with wet
mhm,
mattress and food. We have to to give his grandson uniform. But also, we used to go on street road. We give those people in need oil, food, and everything. We try to do on what we have. Yes.
With your own money without getting funding from anybody.
No funding. We used to do our personal funding. We just collect. If you have that, we do. I have those people that they used to think the way you have to think. But it's come up about after having that life, how is it living
Mm-hmm,
without
mm-hmm,
that?
mm-hmm.
So you have to have
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it feels
So
so good. And I did that. I didn't want to have fun because I did it like I want to do as sacrifice something. Yes, we did. We do it. And
yeah.
my current foundation that I'm working with, it's known as Empower Her Green Tech Organization.
Mm-hmm,
It's currently in idea stage, but
mm-hmm,
I did it the 2 weeks before I came here to university. I went one school known as Muresi, and
mm-hmm,
I taught like 20 girls about how to post on social media, how to tax people, and I gave them sanitary pads. Yes, it's known as Empower Green Tech Organization. I wish to
mm-hmm,
focus on girls aged 12 to 20 years that they
mm-hmm,
are that they are still at secondary school. I wish to help them in digital, empowering girls in digitals,
mm-hmm.
but also educating them about climate actions, menstrual cycle, smart lab, and how to do opportunity applications and everything of their life. Yep.
Yeah. Do you have people who you've partnered up with for this, or do you plan to do this when you go back, or are you also going to do it just like I'm doing, starting shift center living abroad?
Yes, I'm learning from you. I can say I learn a lot from you.
Thank
Yes,
you. I'm glad that you hear that.
I'm
I
learning from
actually
you.
I am very inspired by the fact that you know, I recently, yesterday actually, I watched a video of this lady who has had a really, really hard life. And it was funny because funny not in a positive way, but what was funny about it is the fact that, you know, when you are there, sometimes you see, you know, things in your society, but you haven't really lived them. Like you just think, okay, oh, I've done some research, I've seen people in the villages, they are doing this, they are doing this. So you write down, you don't know how many are, but you just know from your experience, okay, I think people need sanitary towels. I think people don't know this. So I just started writing down ideas of things I think women need in different seasons of their lives. But it was so amazing that not only during the experience of having interviews with each and every one of you for the internship, but when I listened to this woman talk, I had never met anyone in my life who ticked all the problems on my problem statement. She literally, even the ones of being abroad, immigration, everything. In my mind, I was saying tick, 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 tick. I said, oh my God, this woman is my problem statement. I even sent her an email. I went to her Instagram, I found her email, and I told her I would really love to have you. Her name is called Aleti. She recently shared how, oh, she has had such a tough life and the
Yeah.
things that she has done, the crimes she has done. It was so amazing. So even the experience of knowing that the interns, when I put out that ad for the internship, you know, I just imagined I would maybe get like, you know, 5 girls to apply, and then they would be, you know, excited because they want to look for work opportunities to do. But then every person I talked to, I'm like, these people are already doing the work. Everyone is telling me, oh, I'm empowering people here. I am building this up. I'm doing this. I already started my own business. So it became confirmation for me. And I think it's like a divine confirmation because we have been chatting and you've been, you know, bringing your ideas. You need to do this. You need to add this into your proposal and all these things. And I always feel like God always has a way where He meets us, where we feel like, I don't know, maybe it was meant for us to meet at this time in your life because of the process of the journey that you are starting, you know, starting your own program, studying abroad. And this has maybe it can fuel you to realize that if anyone told you to start something, you need to be back home because I have had to do everything here. Of course, I had some people back home who have supported, help me register the company here. You send some money, you do this. When you're there in holiday, you go collaborate with people. But what has been so inspiring is to know that I didn't think I could do it because, I didn't have the IT skills, I didn't have the business skills, but
Yeah.
I didn't let it stop me. I just went onto my computer and I learned everything. And that's why I really loved your article, because it made me realize that that's the kind of young girl that I want to talk to, especially right now with this whole social media, influencer stage. Almost every young girl thinks they want to be an influencer. Every young girl is thinking, for me to make it, I'm just going to post. And they're posting things that they will regret, because these days you post something, someone makes a meme out of it, or they take a screenshot or share it. You post one thing and it's shared with 1,000 people. So even if you grow up later and realize, oh, I shouldn't have posted that, you delete it, but everyone already has it and people can say, oh no, sorry. So I realized that so many young people, I've been watching a lot of documentaries about these young people who are going to Dubai, or the young people back home who are doing everything possible because of the fact that they're desperate. Like, it's so inspiring to know that you didn't take that route, even when life could have sent you in that direction. Because
Yes.
so many young people, some of them even have family, but they choose because they are poor, because they don't have money. They say, you know what, I'm going to go to Dubai and do sex trafficking, whatever it is, and for money. But the fact that your story can tell a young girl who has had a hard life to know that no matter how hard it is, focus on your strengths, focus on what you still have, and you'll be
Yes.
able to achieve what you want to achieve. That is very inspiring, and I think this story will resonate so much to many young people, for them to understand that you can make use of what you have. You don't have to have everything. You didn't have the money, but you made use of. I don't even know how you applied. How were you typing your things? Did you have a laptop? Did you use your phone? What did you do? How did you apply for everything? And how did you do all this research?
Yes. I used my phone, and my phone was having internet issue. You do it, it's an internet error. Or you have, hey, you don't know, should I say? Okay, my phone was having problem. First, it's fall on water. So I take it
Mm,
to the one who used to make
mm,
to repair it. Then it has a
mm-hmm,
problem. It has stuck on network. So I have to move from home to go okay, far away from home to get a network. So I have to go there for network. Sometimes I have to
wow.
wait. When you do application, maybe internet bundle is over. You wait. So it's hard using phone for applying surely. Because it's cost first, it cost a lot. Yes, but sometimes you have to depend on yourself. Maybe sometimes you have to save for future, or you have to save for your maybe tomorrow. You don't know, maybe you will sick, you get work, so you have to have that money. So I used to use bundles, a lot of money for internet, like all my stipends sometimes. But it's happened. By the end of the
It
time,
paid
it's
off.
one. And I told you, like, I was having just a small stipend, like 1,700 Tanzanian
Mm,
shillings, just like less than 60 USDs, something like that.
mm, mm,
Oh, yeah. That you have to eat, you have to have your medical bills. Sometimes maybe you get headache or something of the like. Yes, you have to buy clothes. You're a
mm.
girl, you have to be smart. You have to buy bundle, you have to do everything. But always we have to do things positive. Yes.
Mm, mm. Yeah. No,
But
I
I use
love
my
that.
phone. I
I
use
love
my
that
phone
so
most
much.
of the time. Sure.
That is inspiring. That's very inspiring, because there are so many young people right now who do not know the power of their phone. Like, that
Yeah.
phone can get you into so many rooms. I know that young girl from Kenya, the one who used to in 2020 post while eating chips, and now she was taken to Hollywood to work there. And all she did was post, but of course, I'm guessing that is the minority. Those are few people, the ones who make it like that, the ones who are going to post every day. And even posting is not easy for someone who is posting, because you have to understand social media. But I think when people see that easy life when they see that, oh, you mean I can just post, and then they make it seem like it's so easy. You're just going to post doing something, and then very soon they will reach out to you and you become famous. But because of that, they do not invest their time in learning and growing
Mm,
and applying for scholarships and all these opportunities. So I think it's
mm,
very important for young people. I feel the strength so much. I do. When I was around your age, I had a phone as well. I think I got my first smartphone when I was at the university, probably a little bit older than you. And yeah, I don't think I did anything business wise. Like I didn't do anything helpful with it. I was on Facebook, then Instagram came, and then I think it was after the university when I started to use my phone to sell some things. I would buy things and then sell them on Instagram. But
yeah,
I realized later that I could have done so much. So it hurts me so much to know that at the age I am right now, with the opportunities that are available right now, young people
true.
are like, there's YouTube. You can learn everything on YouTube. And someone comes from the village and they teach themselves, they get a scholarship with their phone, with data, not even Wi-Fi. And someone who has
Mm,
a laptop has not been able to apply for that scholarship, and yet they had every opportunity they could. So that is
yeah,
very inspiring, and I'm very sure that's the resilience that is going to push you through life.
yeah,
I'm very happy to have you as part of our team. Every person, I keep telling you guys, every one of you has a great impact on the team and helping us to move forward. I had one
yeah.
question I wanted to ask you. So, if a girl is listening and they feel alone right now, what would you want her to hear?
I just want her to hear like your current situation is not your final destination. Always doing things in time, manage your time wisely, grabbing opportunity, connecting with positive people, know your cycles, and just if you have faith, just having your faith in that way.
Yeah,
Your life is bigger than the moment that you are here right now. Just
yeah,
understand that. Despite of
I like
all
that.
rejection or you're feeling lonely, just keeping doing things hard. Stay positive. You don't know who is watching you. Okay. Yes.
Exactly. That's very, very
Yeah.
true. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Angela. Is there anything you feel like you want to say out right now before we finish up?
I think I took everything.
Okay. Yes,
Okay,
thank
so
you so much.
so grateful being with She Centered. I learned a lot, and
Yeah,
just
I'm
I
very
promise
glad.
my foundation will be very good. I having a mentor, resting, so life is easy
Yes,
now.
definitely.
Just adding
I'm
faith
very,
into
and I'm so happy to do that because sometimes, as an older person, you're thinking, I want to mentor young girls. And some
yeah.
people think to mentor people, you need to go and, go to a school and talk and have a public platform. But it could just be with the young girl that you see on social media or a young girl that you meet on the way and find out about their lives. So I'm very, very happy to help you with starting up your platform. We live in, where's the university, by the way? I don't think you mentioned this. Where are you studying?
Mauritius.
Mauritius,
Next, because
Mauritius,
from
yeah.
Madagascar,
Yes,
there's an idea.
yeah. So it's amazing. I'm in Germany, you're in Mauritius, even in East Africa. I've come from Uganda, you're from Tanzania, but look at how this phone has
Yeah.
connected the both of us because I also posted the ad for the internship using my phone, and then you using your phone to find the internship and you find, and now we have this space where we can be able to help each other. I learn from you, you learn from me, and I can be able to help you to start your organization. And then when you're registered, you can list it on She Center, and we are able to have that formal collaboration. But it all started with us just using our phones the right way. How amazing is that? God is good, right?
I hope everyone can use that phone in the same way. Every
No,
girl.
never look at it's a completely different phone. When it creates opportunities for you, you even keep it in a, when people keep their things in their house and say this is a monument. This phone got me a scholarship, it got me everything that I have, and I need to
Yeah.
treasure it for the rest of my life. So I thank your phone. It really broke.
Yes, I think it's yeah. Okay, I used to put
Yeah.
protector, cover, and everything. Maybe yes.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Thank you so much, Angela. I really enjoyed this conversation, and I know that it's going to be very powerful. And yes, I'm looking forward to see how you turn out to be your studies. Computer science is the future right now, the future we're going into. I'm hoping that She Center can be able to inspire you to develop your project to not only empower people in Tanzania but across, because you're not just doing it out of research, you're doing it because you have lived that life. So I know that
Yeah.
it's going to be successful because you know what it means to be that young girl there. Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so
Sure.
much. Yeah.
Please help me spread the word by sharing our episodes with your friends, family, and followers. Let's amplify the voices of women, break barriers, challenge stereotypes, and create a network of support and empowerment. Together, we can bring about positive change and make this world a better place for all. This is She Center, the female podcast, where women's stories matter. I love you all. God bless.